Hello again. It's Titus. It's Joe. Don't forget Chrono and the gang. We are at the Ocean Palace, vibing it up with this god damn song. It's so good.
I'm definitely vibing and don't have it muted for intro so that I can talk coherently.
So you don't have to hear twice. Yes, totally.
Yeah. Yep.
It was all pre-show stuff. We were really appreciating appreciating how they built stereo into this song. I mean, I don't know the history of it, but I'm assuming the SNES had left-right audio, right? It was yellow red cord. It had to be. Yeah, it was yellow red cord.
Just on the grounds that like that's how. Well, no, the SNES didn't use component cables.
I thought it did. Pretty sure it does. I have one. I'll go pull it out.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was remembering it has a weird custom end.
Yes,
on the back.
the
It is
end
component
is
on the other side.
Yes, the other side is component.
It's not like component to component. It's
Correct.
the back end is like a weird thing.
So it has yellow video and left and right, red and white.
And so at that point, you already have the ability to do stereo.
Yep.
And stereo had been around for a while. So
Right.
Like this was new to music.
Right.
So like composers at the time.
But actually taking benefit from this when this game came out, how many people do you think actually took benefit and like would notice that this is coming from those speakers? Because like headphones, it's very apparent, right?
Well, yes, and I'm trying to think. Back in the day, you almost certainly were not playing with headphones. That would have been hard.
No, not even a little bit. Right.
And TVs, I mean, again, maybe some of them had sound systems,
right?
But they're still kind of a pain now, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It's really kind of. So it's like we were really appreciating how this song just sounds on headphones, as you can hear it basically move through your entire brain. Which is very cool. So anyway, this is Raw Talkin It again. We are gonna go fight a palace bitch because she's kind of an evil asshat.
We're not actually fighting her.
We're not.
It's not the order of operations.
We will eventually fight her, but I'm trying to keep it spoiler free.
Yeah.
We crashed immediately.
Awesome.
It's a good start. It's a good start. It's a good start. It's a good start. I literally just saved it just to like.
Ooh.
Here we go, you know. And
one of our friends is playing Armored Core. I need to ask him how that is. I saw him on your Steam list.
Yeah. We can talk to him tomorrow.
I need to ask him. Yeah, I didn't know if we knew anyone playing that.
Hi, Thundeer. How are you, darling? How's life treating you? All right. We are. We're like 50 health short on 2 characters. Other than that, we're basically full mana and full HP. We can go in this fight. We should be fine.
I mean, you have regular-ass potions. You're not going to use any other time.
Do we have regular potions? No, we have high potions.
You've got to have some regular potions.
All we have is high potions. And elixirs.
We'll use a shelter then.
Nah.
Like, we always...
It is 50 HP. It is not going to make a difference. If it does...
Okay.
Oh,
what you gonna do?
I don't know. We'll think of something. I'll change my entire party and we'll have to play with a different party.
Okay. Wow, what a commitment.
Come forth, the Golem Sisters!
Oh, the Golem Sisters.
The Golem Sisters.
They're called twins in this guide. That must be like a retranslation.
Sisters.
Because this is updated translation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the HP thing.
Yeah, Iron Spear.
It hurts, man. It like legitimately hurts.
Well, it's gravity. It's half health.
I know, but it's like it hurts a lot.
Oh, that's physical. Oh, they're doing the thing where they copy. Yeah.
Which is actually kind of unfortunate because, like,
Oh, do you need to steal from these folks?
I was gonna do it anyway.
I mean, you probably just should, but like, let me see.
Magic capsule.
Oh, great! Yeah. Each one, by the way, so make sure you do both.
Yep. That's it.
And then the next boss does not have a charm. We're going to go right from this boss into another boss, and that one does not have a steal, so you don't have to waste any turns on it.
Where is the... what is it called? Athenian water.
Yeah, for some reason. Don't know why it's called that, to be honest.
We might actually have to, because it's the gravity thing, we might actually have to switch it up a smidge because of the fire attack.
Well, I was going to ask if any of these people are wearing...
They should be.
Specific
But it's not
gear?
the fire one.
Is it
And
the
right now they're
one,
just
maybe?
they're constantly hitting you with light attack.
Because you did Luminaire. Can you try a water? Maybe somebody has the water absorb.
Yeah, maybe.
Arguably... Well, yeah. It kind of doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, right, you have raise. Oh, whoa. I don't remember that attack. What was that?
Yeah, Frenzy.
Oh, neat.
Strikes like 4 times, good move.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So...
Luckily the light one doesn't actually hurt that bad.
We should probably just put Chrono in the Nova gear, or whatever it's called. Because this whole, like, reflecting stuff back at you is a gimmick that has come up a few times at this point.
It does.
Like, if we're just gonna have people have these gear, then it may as well be the gear that corresponds to their element, just for simplicity.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen again with an upcoming
Ooh.
boss.
That move hurts a lot.
You do have raise on Chrono too. I know you're using Ayla, but you don't have to use an item.
We might actually die here. Just because we don't have the yeah, we're gonna die. We don't have the fire thing. We have it on Marley because we took Marley out of the party.
Yeah, you can redo that at the save point.
I forgot about that because every single one of those fights is always fire.
Yeah, I would just put Chrono in the light gear, Frog in the water, and Ayla
I'm
just
gonna
have to
put
be
Frog
Ayla,
in the
but...
fire gear. Yeah, he has
Oh, are you just
he has the
these?
ruby one. He doesn't have the red vest, the one that absorbs the fire.
Well, I know, but if you hit with the blue, if you hit with his water magic, then he will like Frog has water. And
Right.
You use
but he's
water,
my...
he'll copy water, and then you will basically never die.
I don't hit them with water attacks though. I just hit him with physical with Frog because.
Do you have a light absorb then?
We do not.
What's the white plate?
Well, maybe we do. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so that's what Chrono needs.
Or actually, arguably Frog, because Frog's going to be sitting there healing.
Oh yeah, wait. Chrono had the fire one and it hit me with the fire attack. Is that not?
The orbs is physical.
Is it just physical?
Yeah, it said is copying physical.
But I thought that was the gravity.
No, I think they just do that.
Oh, that's my misunderstanding then. Okay.
Apparently they have a special attack specifically if you hit them with lightning or lightning 2, but Luminaire I think is different.
Okay. That's what I was like. It shouldn't be. Alright. Well then yes, this makes more sense to do it this way then. The way you were saying. Just do it this way.
Yeah.
There we go. I thought it was fire. Because
I thought it was too, and I had to do a double. I had to read the text, but you were busy menuing.
Okay. Now this will be much simpler.
Should be.
I forgot when we put Frog in the party because we were like, let's get a little Marley because that's all we're doing. We didn't actually like change his
loadout. Yeah.
His loadout at all. We equipped the sword, but we didn't do anything else. The gravity is so freaking rough.
Yeah, gravity's... I like gravity. I think it's a fun mechanic, but it is tricky. One of the hardest fights in Bravely Default 2 revolves around an enemy that just fucking spams gravity, but it's also for the class that gives you access to gravity stuff. So, because that's how Bravely Default works, right? It's all about you doing the attack. So now Chrono heals. Okay.
Yeah. And so
that was why I said maybe Frog should heal, because Frog's...
Yeah, Frog's gonna...
I mean, he's gonna be just spamming healing for the most part, but...
He'll kind of be okay, I think.
Yeah. But my thought was if he's the one that's getting healed, but I guess Chrono has raise, so that's also fine.
I guess I'll just do Bubble Burst, and then with him, I'll just do this again so they go back to light.
Yeah. So minor gaming stuff, because I just don't have very much to talk about it, but apparently that Unicorn Overlord game is getting pretty positive reviews.
The Atlas game?
Yeah, Atlas Vanillaware. So I think it comes out this Friday. I think I'll pick it up.
Really?
Yeah, I think about it. Thinking about it. It's getting, like I said, it's just getting really good reviews. I was gonna look it up. I wanted to look up. I saw a quote that it has great music, but I wanted to see who it was, if there was anybody I recognized. But I don't know Atlas. Mitsuhiro Kaneda.
I've heard the name Kaneda, but that's a popular...
yeah, a lot of Japanese. I'll be perfectly honest. It seems like there's a lot of Japanese names or surnames that just pop up a lot.
Yeah.
It seems that he basically just is Vanillaware's... He does stuff for Vanillaware, because I saw 13 Sentinels, which I know is something that he did. He did Tekken 6, apparently, but that's 2007.
As long as I get down to one of these guys, it'll be much more.
Yeah, he hasn't done a ton that I've seen, so... But like I said, the trailers looked interesting, the art style looks cool. I'm definitely interested. And it's apparently a decently long game. But the only thing is it's on, like, every platform, so I don't know which... I guess I'll get it on PS5. I may as well, right?
Yeah,
I'm
might
gonna
as well.
buy it. Instead of Switch. Like, I love Switch, and it honestly seems like it probably would be a great fit for Switch, but the PS5 has more memory. It's a newer, better console, so...
What about those rumors of a Switch 2 next year?
I think it's reasonable, because the Switch is truly at the end of its life cycle. I don't think it's really even that shocking to think about.
It really does feel like it's the end of its life cycle now, too.
1,000 Year Door is pretty much it.
And then the new Pokemon that got announced. We haven't talked about that yet.
They did not technically say Switch on it.
Right. Exactly.
And it said 2025, by the way.
It did.
Which we didn't talk. So yeah, Pokemon Legends Z/A, Z-A. What you know what the biggest thing was? I didn't talk about right away.
What?
Oh, did you charm this time?
Ooh.
Did you forget to charm?
I forgot to charm one of them. I could charm the other
That's
one.
fine. Yeah, one's not going to be the end of the world, but this will be the first, as far as I'm aware, this will be the first year...
Oops.
Oh, you did Kiss. That's not the right thing.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Or sorry, you did Charm, not Kiss. This will be the first year that Pokemon has skipped a year.
Good.
Which is good. Exactly. It's a good thing that they don't have anything in 2024. Like,
no, Charm is what you're supposed to do. No, Kiss is the heal.
Oh, Kiss is heal? Oh, did you just, like, not get something then?
Yeah.
Because it's a little present. Oh, there we go.
Nothing but gratitude.
Then I guess you got it already?
Oh. I don't think I did.
I don't think it'll show you that text unless it has nothing left. But maybe I'm wrong. You can just keep trying while you slowly whittle it down.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's gonna hit me for like 70 something.
Oh, is Chrono gonna die? Oh no, okay.
Nope.
But yeah, no, it's like 2023, if I remember correctly, was only Scarlet Violet DLC, so it wasn't even a full game. So it's great though that they're just like, yeah, we're not putting anything out this year. Like that's genuinely good. They need to get back into that habit. So I am tentatively excited. But it's just an announcement. There's not.
We'll see.
But I would not be shocked if part of the reason was also because the Switch 2, whatever that may be.
I think that's the main speculation. Is like,
that they're waiting for that.
I think, and that's a smart speculation to have, with no Switch announcement with the game, 2025, so they're taking the year off. And then just leaving it as is without any... I mean, we don't have any other Switch games that are major coming out besides 1,000 Year Door. And that's supposed to be this...
It's this year. We don't know when.
Middle of this year. It's probably Q4. Probably holiday season Q4.
It's worth remembering that... No, I don't think so at all. It's worth remembering that Origami King came out with like 2 months heads up. The full next game, not even a remake, the full next game was like announced in January and came out in March or something absurd. Like, Origami King was a very fast turnaround. I remember being like, oh my god, this is so exciting. The next game is coming out, so I can't wait to play it. I bet it comes out next year. And it was like, oh yeah, it comes out in 2 months. Like, wild. So
yeah,
I would not be shocked at all if Thousand Year Door Remake comes out in May. Like, that's... Like, I don't know, but that seems entirely plausible to me.
Alright. Here we go. Uh-oh. Chrono, red knife. Hey, look what it is. It's the sword. Good thing we brought Frog with us.
Well, that's a different copy,
It
right? Yeah.
Uh-oh. The evil bug has come. Very bright. They really overused white screens back in the day. Boom. Oh! She one-shot me!
Yep. Oh, Ayla didn't die?
She did not.
That's funny.
Now she's confused, though. Now she's dead.
That's funny.
This is a... It's very crazy that this is a boss battle that could be won. Long I've waited for this! Oh no, it's you! In quite some time, Lavos. No matter the price, it's time to fill that vial. You truly think you possess the power? It's the Queen! What are you but a false prophet? Queen's kind of a bitch. Stop this madness! The almighty life force of Lavos flows through us all. It's not the Force. It's definitely different from the Force. I love that the jumping is just the sprite going. Whee.
She's flying or something, probably.
Yeah. It's the Force. I endured the darkness alone. Oh no! Fool! I shall give you a gift, eternal life. It's part of Lavos. He's a weird bug crab thing.
He's a slug.
Yeah.
Oh! That was fun dialogue.
Yep. I don't think you're allowed to run here.
I don't think you are.
You have to go forward, I believe. Yeah, he shakes his head no. Fight more! Mwahaha! Evil laugh. And your doom. Doom. Summon that power, Chrono. Another white screen. Whee.
Lavos used Hyper Beam.
Chrono? Chrono? Chrono! Otacon.
Oh, right.
He just looks so good. Oh shit! One among you will shortly perish. What are you talking about? Dragon Ball was before this game, by the way. Like, original Dragon Ball was like 1986. The palace threatens to collapse. Also, it's the same artist.
Yeah, it's Akira Toriyama. Bottom C, where go?
Bottom C, where go? The last of the pendant's power will send you to safety. Or our kingdom. To the surface! As this little twinkle of light is alive. And now...
No, that's the pendant's power.
The little twinkle.
Yeah.
Little twinkle. So much shaking.
This is the one that needed an animated cutscene.
He went back in time and did it. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Chrono Trigger did it first. The diss on Final Fantasy VII in the fall of
Midgar?
Yeah. Chrono Trigger did it first. That's a big wave. That'd be fucking terrifying. Poor Chrono. Chrono? You've woken. What of Chrono? We found no other. And now Chrono. Earthbound Village? Hmm? Sheeran blasted. That's like 30 years later. What tragedy. The eerie black portal materialized before young Lord Janus. Melchior tried to save the Void Prince. He did only in getting himself dragged in as well. Black hole? When we come here? And the girl Shala? I cannot say. No one has seen her since Epoch. Washed up safe and sound. Almost as she was drawn to you. I believe this is yours. A pendant Chrono carried. Watching over you. Guarding you. Dun dun dun! Is Chrono's life really gone? What will our heroes do next? Find out on this episode of Dragon Ball Z. Now we can finally have Luca in the party.
Song. Love the song. Go to, before you leave this place, a building with a new. There's another magic capsule.
This song is really good. Control Frog for a little while. The song's like,
yeah, it's so fucking good. The song's just incredible. Yeah, one of those houses should have...
Right?
Yeah, there it is.
We need 2 more of those, probably.
Oh, you have to wait for the new to leave.
Had the hiccups for the billionth time. Got a Basca Moonstone and Sun for ages, huh? Haven't heard that one before. How long does it take for him to leave?
I would just stand still for a few seconds.
Here we go. Whee! Yay! Alright.
Who are we giving magic capsules to? Was it Frog?
I think it's Frog and Luca.
Yeah.
Why does it look like a Christmas tree?
I've always wondered that too. I find this scene, it's weird. I don't understand why they're that. Ah, yes. The next section of the game.
The next section is a bit of a grind on some stuff.
It's tough. Make sure you have the party you want, which you're specifically going to want Ayla, but... Yes. Yes, Thunder, this is snow. It's like a frozen... a frozen surface world.
Yep, it is. The Kingdom of Dalton.
So, other gaming stuff we can talk about. You started Super Mario RPG.
We talked about that last time. I'm almost done with it.
You continued playing Super Mario RPG.
I'm almost done with it. I have like 2 more worlds basically to go.
Have you done the QLEX fight? No. Or is that still on the to-do list?
No. I have... I'm in the Red Hill Village, whatever it's called.
Monster Town?
No, after that one.
The Clouds?
No, it's before the Clouds.
Oh, there's not a town there. There's just like...
Yeah, it's the little pathway to get to the temple.
I can't remember what it's called.
And then you go to and then you go to Nimbus Village, and then after Nimbus Village is just the end of the game.
Kinda. Not really.
That's all.
No, there's 2 full. Bowser's Castle, and then there's a whole world after that. So you got... I mean, that's not to say that you're like not close to being done, but yes.
Each world takes like an hour.
Yeah. The last one, a smidge longer, just because it's the last one. And then the post-game, which, like I said, is like an hour or 2 tops. It's fun, but it's not very long.
Yeah, I took a bit of a detour to do some side stuff. Boy, howdy. Frustrating. I would rather dodge lightning bolts.
Then
the
jumps.
Then jump 100 times?
Yeah, you did it. You didn't have to do it.
I know! No, that's not true. I did have to do it.
Okay, sure. That's one of the only things I didn't do.
And I hated it. And I was sitting here like, well, now I gotta make sure I do all the minigame things and get the stuff. Most of the minigame stuff you don't actually need to complete.
Nope, not at all.
Because the only thing is a frog coin, and those are farmable.
Yes, the racing game to get a bunch of cookies so that you can spend the cookies on the little Yoshi, that is stuff. You do need to get like 60 total cookies.
I don't want to talk.
I agree that it's bad, but I did eventually figure it out, and I could consistently win.
It's pretty easy to win because you just mash the 3 cookie thing.
What I ended up doing was there was something about using like 2 thumbs, because it's like a dun 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 dun, and like doing the full motion of like moving my whole body to hit the button. Somehow that helped me be consistent. Where something about just like getting my whole body into the motion got.
No, I get it. That's what I had to do for the jumps. I have to like tap my foot and do this whole motion, and eventually I just was like this, and I was getting so fucking tired of it, and I just hit it, and I just fucking hit it, and I'm like,
did you get exactly 100 and then stop?
It stops you after you get 100.
Oh, honestly, good on them.
It says perfect, and then it stops you.
Great, that's actually good.
So did do that.
So this section is going to be significantly easier because you have Ayla, so you can just do fights.
Yeah.
If you don't have Ayla with you, you like have to stealth this entire section.
Nope, just punch shit.
Yeah, with Ayla it becomes trivial because you can just punch all the guys.
Yeah.
As you slowly work on getting your stuff back. But
what's actually interesting is I remember this game.
It's probably my least favorite part, if I'm being honest.
That might be why I remember it the most.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting aspect of the game that they decided to do.
I like a good section where they steal all your shit in a game. I'm actually generally a fan of that.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Yeah. I think it can be fun. Especially, here's the thing. Everybody hates it in Skyward Sword because Skyward Sword has a section in the late game where they do this to you. But the thing I liked about it was they drip-fed your items back to you in a specific order. So what that meant was oh yeah, they're not even on the like list.
Yeah, which is kind of dumb. They can still attack.
No, they can't. They actually cannot attack.
I know, but if you think just because
you took someone's like an unarmed attack or something.
Yeah, just because you took the sword away doesn't mean that they're not able to attack. But that
yeah. But anyways, with Skyward Sword, the thing that they do is they drip feed you the items in a specific order, and so there are puzzles that involve using the items in specific ways that you maybe haven't used before, and also, like, one of the things is the first thing you get is, like, the slingshot, right, in Skyward Sword, like most Zelda games. The slingshot, initially in in the Zelda games, is used to, like, break open some stuff, right? It's not really used to attack enemies. But in Skyward Sword, it technically has the ability, the slingshot can, like, stun an enemy for a moment, which in a stealth section is good, because you can stun an enemy and then run past them. Yeah. And that's, like, a different way to use that item that you would not... If you had your sword, you wouldn't do that, right? You would just... Oh, that's weird. They're, like, way in the corner.
Oh, there they are.
But like
run all the way over there.
Yeah, but like if you had your sword, it wouldn't make any sense. You wouldn't do that. And so having a little stealth section where you have to use your slingshot and you have to like use your bombs in a clever way, I found that to be
I never like it when my equipment goes.
They did it in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I like it.
It was fun, and that it also.
Oh, I can't use items. Oh, I'm dead.
It's hilarious.
Because I have no items.
It is actually, I will say, Frog, they should still be able to heal.
Yeah, they should still be able to use their fucking
even
magic.
Even if they can't attack.
Yeah, you literally, they mean it. You literally have nothing.
Yeah. But yes, Horizon Zero Dawn, that section also lasts all of, like... It's literally, like, 2 minutes. It's, like, part of a fight where they make you...
I'm fine if it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, and admittedly, this is going to last for 15 or 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, this one lasts a long.
I wouldn't call that a long time.
It's longer than I would want. Or than
Look, I know that 2 minutes can seem like a long time to some people, but...
It's not a funny joke.
I think it's really funny. I'm rude that you don't agree.
Anyway. I don't agree. I love the thing where it's like, hold your breath. for like 5 minutes. Why? It's a long time. Thank you. I do this for you. I love that joke. That joke's funny.
Seems like one of those is maybe taken a different way, and other side of the coin.
I mean, it just depends on who you are, right? Exactly, dude. Exactly.
He's telling people how to play League. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know how to play League either.
He's talking about Bork.
I forgot I had heal, which gives a little bit to... It's like... Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, can you use your healing magic outside of combat?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but it's kind of fucking stupid that you can't do it in combat.
Well, yes, but also, like... Okay.
I have to kill that thing or this will kill me. It does the most damage to me.
Yes, by far. It's shooting rockets at you.
Does so much goddamn damage. Hit that one because it hasn't attacked me yet. Hit this one. It's dead. Yeah, I don't usually care for sections of the game like this. Because it's like... It's an equalizer and stuff. Now, I will say that Baldur's Gate does a different thing about it. In Act 3, you can get caught by guards and stuff or whatever. Alright, oh, there's the inventory. That should be...
Oh, did you get... I thought the weapons for the two people came separately. Does it just... No, it does, because you don't have anything for... Oh, wait, you just have to re-equip everything?
Yep. What did I have on him? Speed belt? What do I have?
Your money and your items are separate, though. So I think this one... This doesn't actually say what happens if you get this one first. So I don't know. I think you should still probably make sure and get all of them just in case there's a thing.
Oh, I have to get it. I have to get it.
You definitely want your money and your items back.
Yeah, I want all that shit back. We want, I guess, blue. Why not?
Yeah. The absorb. Yeah, not the reflect. Or not the,
Half.
Half.
I want the top, right? Where's the fucking...
I genuinely don't recall.
The alluring top, right?
Oh, yeah, success on charm or whatever.
Yeah. Am I just blind?
I think maybe you didn't get it back.
I might not have that
I think that's
back.
the difference. I don't think you were wearing those items, and so I think those come separately. So you have to go get the other chests.
Okay.
They're all in this, like, grid, though, as far as I'm aware. Like, you don't have to leave this main...
Damn, I can give her 99 HP. Let's...
Oh, wow, yeah.
I guess I just do... I don't know, power glove. More strength is usually fine. Or the muscle. There's a muscle ring. No, that's not the right thing. That's defense. I gave it to him, didn't I? I gave him speed. I thought we had one that was just strength, but it was more than the one that we have. But I'm apparently just crazy. Okay. Alright, anyway. We don't have all of our items because we don't have everything for her.
You don't have your new gun? Yeah.
Well, not only just the new gun, but like her vest. Her specific vest, I don't have.
Mmm.
Huh. Well, that's... Yeah, exactly, Thundir. That's what I don't like about it, because it's like, I already had the items. Why are you forcing me to do this thing that I've already gone through and I've gotten the items?
Well, it can change depending on things. Like, for example, in Skyward Sword, you have the sword within the first 10 minutes of playing the game. So removing your sword actually does present an interesting challenge.
Drop down. Red needle.
Red needle? Oh,
Red needle
that's
tech.
cool. Is that Frog or is that Luca and...
I think it's Luca and Frog.
Or Luca and Ayla, maybe?
That was interesting. I walked one way, was fine. Walked the other way, was then not fine. Okay. Well, now I can fight with all characters, so it's not as big of a deal.
Oh, did you actually get it? Oh, you just got enough equipment back that they can do stuff.
Yep. Each one can at least do something, so I can at least use magic with them if I need to, or just to. Oh, good. Lucas level. Just the level was in the lowest of everybody.
Sorry, I'm wrapping something up on my phone.
Amazing.
I know, right? Yep. I'm doing my word game for the day. I never got done with that.
Yeah, playing RPG, easy game, pretty good. Also playing Helldivers. This game is really fun. It's just silly fun.
Oh, yeah, you have been playing that.
It is just a goober of a time. It's good to waste. It's not something to like sit there and grind and play, but it's good to like play for an hour or two with some friends and just like blow up some bugs, and that's fun.
I've still not actually seen any gameplay of it. I know it's fun. I know it's good, and I believe it. It's funny that I haven't actually.
Now that the servers are capable of actually handling stuff, and you can game whenever you want to, because they finally enabled like one of the main issues was yeah, I recovered Ayla's.
Yeah, which she doesn't have very much to begin with, but
no, but she does have the alluring top. Ah, okay, so it does put all the stuff back on that I originally had a character.
Oh, I noticed you were having to re-equip it. I'm like, I don't remember you having to do that.
Alright. But yeah, that game is genuinely just ridiculous charm and fun and just chaos and ridiculousness. It just makes you feel like playing an old video game with friends again online, just going freaking nuts.
That's good.
Yeah, I need to play Chained Echoes because I've heard nothing but good things about it. It came out right before Sea of Stars came out, and people were really giving it good props. I'm sure it's a wonderful game to play. It was 1,000 experience, one hitting one. Recovered money!
Like I said, I'm working through Xenoblade 3 Replay, which is fun, and making good progress on that. And I started playing, I don't know if I talked about this last week, I started playing A Plague Tale Innocence, which is the first Plague Tale game.
Yeah, I've had no interest in Plague Tale.
It's really fun. I will say it's pretty straightforward.
The vibe is not for me.
I will say it's actually not as intense as Last of Us. It's the same gameplay loop, and I suppose same overall thing, but it is a little easier to like take a little less seriously, I suppose. There's just something about it. But it's been fun. It's the gameplay is just kind of chill or whatever, but it's a very good atmosphere. It definitely has me go like, oh shit, you know, kind of like, because it's got stealth game vibes mostly. So,
God, I wish I had farm experience in this place.
Yeah, right.
Because those guys are easy, and they take like 1 hit, 1,000 experience for 1 frickin' hit. Wonderful. Alright, there's our. I think this is our last chest. I think.
There's 5 total because it's items for 1, 2, 3, and then money, and then items.
Ah, okay. I have item. I need the items left. So there's 1 more left. There's Luca's equipment, which now I have Mega Blaster.
Yeah, and the Taven.
And now I have the Taven stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we need 1 more, and that's just.
That should be like potions and stuff, though, which it seems like you already have.
Right. I do already have.
There is apparently. Have you gotten frog? I don't know if you've actually gotten Frog's equipment, because one of them is only accessible through the ceiling, and it's the lead character.
Then I haven't gotten them.
I think that's Frog, because you weren't using the Masamune. You were using something else.
I mean, I have the Masamune.
No, I know. You were using a different item.
Right, because it's significantly better. It's like 30 attack points better.
Oh, I thought we were using a yet different one, so, but yeah, I would check. There's one of them that is only accessible from above.
This is when you actually have to pay attention. Look down on stuff.
Yeah. That's the whole thing, is you're supposed to go up into the grates, and then there's one way where you can get one character's stuff back.
Alright.
And it's like, I think it's this one. No? I just see that it's in the northwest. So maybe is it that corner?
This one. Yep, it's right here.
I see, okay. Oh yeah, because of the guard sleeping or whatever.
Yep, and there's Frog's equipment.
Okay.
And now... Yep, now we have the Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, that's what it was.
It's 2 times magical.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, the power ring. It's +6. I was like, I know we have another weapon that is like way more strength, or another thing that's way more strength.
Oh, you have a couple tabs or capsules if you want to use them.
Yeah, we probably can do.
I don't know how everybody's magic is right now.
Oh, she's at 46. I'm gonna give him to 30.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Did you just crash?
No, Ayla hit 40. I think we were not able to do the fight with what's his name.
I think it only is who's in your party.
Oh, so if I have people at lower level, it's okay?
Yes, I think so.
Did we end up beating... No, he ended up kicking our ass.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But, like, everybody's, like, 1 level. Frog is 1 level away, and Luke is 2. Or 3, sorry. Oh wait, there's a certain door.
This page says it depends on the lead, but I don't know if that's true.
Oh, if it's just the lead character's level?
I'm checking that. This one also says lead, but these all could be circular references, you know.
So we got Ayla, Luca, and Frog's equipment. We got the money, and we got the... So that should be all 5. Okay.
If this says the lead of your party, which, spoilers, now that Chrono is in trouble, he's not... We aren't forced to have Chrono as the lead anymore.
He's dead.
This section always reminds me of... Did you ever play the original Donkey Kong game on Game Boy?
What do you mean? Like the arcade thing where you throw stuff at Mario? Like what?
It starts as just the arcade game, but then it has a whole bunch of other stuff to it.
No.
Oh, there's a whole world that's on a plane that has the like wind.
This is used in a lot of games.
I know, but it always reminds me of that. I'm also surprised you never played it. Hot take. It's just still really good. It's a really fun game. If you've never played it, we should do that for just like a one-night stream or something, because it's just fun.
This reminds me of Sonic Hedgehog 2.
I'm gonna send you a picture if I can find a picture of like a level.
I just missing. Come on now.
All right, I'll put them in stream chat.
Come on now. Oh, it's self-destructive.
Stream chat.
Why did it do that? Why did it blow itself up? You have so much to live for. I don't really want to blow it up here.
Yeah, like this. Or this. Here's the real, like... Do either of those images tickle your brain?
Something comes. Not the golem again!
It's a different one. I think it's a different color now.
It is.
There's apparently a magic tab somewhere on the ship. He does not have a charmable. However, the next boss fight does.
I don't remember this one being particularly difficult.
So he's doing a big countdown, right?
Yeah, but sometimes he'll miss the countdown.
No, 100. Literally, this boss fight doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
He's just there for flavor and I guess free experience. He counts down and then he's afraid of heights. And
like,
he has 15,000 HP, but he doesn't actually do. He literally doesn't attack.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure he does nothing notable.
Yeah. Oh right. No! I'm scared. I hate heights. Yep, that's the only thing he does.
But man, that intro screen from the Donkey Kong game looks familiar, but nothing else looks...
Those other two don't look familiar to you?
Not really, no.
Genuinely, though, we should do like a one-night stream where we play... It's not a long game, and it's not hard, but it's fun. It's like genuinely is a good game.
It's complete! This asshole. The Arrow Dalton Imperial. This is terrible. This is a terrible fucking name. Stop the music. Love it. I love a game that's self-aware.
God, I love the fake light. It's just a fucking white rectangle on the screen.
Yep. That's all it is.
No shadows, no, it's just a white rectangle.
It's just a white rectangle. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, supposedly there's a magic capsule somewhere on this. I don't know if you're locked out of it now. You might be. I think you are. It's not a big deal.
It can fly? What do you think it can do? I'm gonna make like the wind and blow you all away? Calm down there.
It's trying to sound cool. let him have this one.
You learn a lesson this day. Get him! Oh, nope, not auto, please.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, Iron Sphere just constantly having HP. He has HP, I believe, on counterattack. Wait, I need to charge him though.
He doesn't have very much HP, by the way, so slow down.
Yeah. Also, like...
No, this is also meant to be, like... This
Ambrosia.
is a section... Ambrosia is what it's called. Okay. The thing in the guide I'm using, which was written for the original game, calls it a power wheel. I don't know what that does.
Well, let's go. Statin, 2300. Pretty good. Go
that
Overlord?
He only has 2500 HP.
That did 20.
Or 20.
That
sorry,
did
2399.
2399.
Yeah, you did almost his full health.
2500 experience. 40 TP. Lucas level increased. Learn Fire 2. Inferno! Blaze Kick. Try hitting A. A is square. Oh shit, we blew up
the Blackbird.
Blackbird. Oh no, the Blackbird. It's going down. It's yelling timber. Song.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah. Mercy, the ship can fly. Yeah.
It's so happy.
Bird. Ah, it makes me want to go play Dragon Quest VIII. It's a good game. I can go into this now. No, I can't do it yet. I have to find Chrono's, like...
You have to explore a bit.
Go to the North Cape, right? Here.
Oh, you should save on the world map. Oh, okay. Or never not.
Magus! Magical kingdom of Zeal, all the dreams and ambitions of its people. I lived there once. Another person. Dun dun dun, who is he? It's not the child, is it? No way would it be him. His power is beyond human control. We'll be dragged into the rift. No, Janice, stay away. Janice. Magus. Come on, guys, it's right there in front of me. He has blue hair, he's a boy, he does magic. It's right there. I remember when I first played this, that was an oh shit moment for me.
Yeah, right.
I was like, no way. A time gate!
Gaspar!
No!
And Balthazar. Those are all names we know.
They are. The screech is terrifying.
Yeah.
Melchior. It's like he's at the end of time. It's like he's the guy with the panel. There's no one here. It's just the time. Bum, bum, bum. You were that boy. Only for the thought of slaying Lavos. You arrived to interfere. To think I would have drawn another portal only to find myself returned to this age. Ironic, is it? Being from the future, my knowledge of the past enabled me to convince the queen that I was an oracle of no small power. And I worked for the beast out. But it's your mother. Wouldn't she recognize you? I mean, come on now.
Like, no, because he disappeared when he was little.
Maternal instinct, you know?
And he had a big hood.
Yeah, that's true. The big hood does help, right? That howl about death's black wings. You dare dishonor him! Play with fire and you get burned. Stay your tongue. You wish to fight me? We have to fight in here, right?
No. If
when
you
do we
fight
fight
him,
him?
he dies. No, you're done. This is it.
No.
This is the moment.
I thought we fought him again.
Nope.
Guy. Alright, fine. Be it. Wait! I mean, unfortunately, when he joins the... One of these people are getting kicked. Are you mad? I said the fool was dead, not that his death could not be undone. The Guru of Time was the way to restore those streams of time. Diverted. Proper person. And we'll keep the name. Or do we rename him to his proper name?
I'd never considered that. That's a fun idea.
Because it is his name, but his actual name is the Janus Boy. But his ears are really pointy.
I assume all the Zeal people are basically elves, but...
Yeah, you would think, right? I want him in the party.
Yeah, obviously.
I think
you're done with Ayla now.
I think we are done with Ayla, rather than... But she can steal. But
but we're not have to do much of that.
Well, we like this. This is fine. With that being said, he has the Moonfall Scythe, the Doom Helm, the Raven Armor.
This is basically one of the big side quest sections.
It is. And Sharla's Amulet to prevent all status ailments.
Yeah.
It's ribbon.
The only thing that's maybe better than the amulet is the thing that, because he's a mage, giving him the thing that, like, cuts his MP cost by 3/4 or whatever.
Yeah. Dude. I don't know, see it. Could it be Lavos? Uh-oh. It's a big slug. It's all wiggly. Wiggly in the water. And it's the Castle Palace thing.
It's a spaceship. It's the Black Omen.
Slaps. Love it. The Death's Fairy hasn't come for us?
Oh, that is the Ocean Palace.
Yeah, it's the Ocean Palace.
I never picked up on that.
Uh-oh. Time rifts. What will we do? A vortex is appeared, but why? We need to hurry and do something about Lavos. Yes, we do need to do something. But first, we go to the end of fucking time and go fight a giant furball.
Yeah, so I guess you already dropped Ayla.
Yeah, we did. Real quick. Save.
Save, heal.
Okay. We're going here now.
And let me double check. Yeah, this is the form we
Wowza.
saw before.
You holding a Marlin here, kids. He can use shadow magic. He can probably teach me a thing or two. There's nothing I can teach him. Looking for some practice. Alright. Here we go.
I haven't even used Magus yet. Might actually have been better to switch him out.
Why?
Because you don't have any techs unlocked for him, like dual techs or anything.
Doesn't matter too much. Just hit him with some big old damage, you know? 648 worth is pretty damn good. Napalm. How much health does he have?
This one has 4,800.
Okay. Probably pretty doable.
Yeah, you just might wind up wanting Marley for haste.
I mean,
but it's going okay right now.
It's possible that we want it, but I think we're okay. Maybe.
And the next form, by the way, lasts all the way until level 99.
Oh,
so
okay.
You can do everything else, and presumably you wouldn't be able to do it right now easily.
Nice.
So, Frog should heal, right? Yeah.
It healed my froggy boy. I do need to cure you, because you're getting a little low. Go ahead and hit you with a fire. Fire 2 looks so cool.
Yeah, Luca has some really cool attacks. Luca is probably, like, aesthetically and cosmetically and everything, she probably is my favorite. I really like Frog.
Frog is just...
And I really like Magus. I like everybody, but, like, Luca is very cool.
It's true. The whole, like, steampunky, like, vibe that the game is going for, she does really well.
Yeah. Let's see here.
This.
Any other news I can think of, or fun, exciting things?
A lot of gaming layoffs. We could talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Too many, to be honest. Hey, give lurk. Give lurk. Lurk good. We like lurk. Lurky, lurky.
There was news that whatever, I think Team Asano confirmed that they are making another Bravely game.
Yep.
Nothing else, just like, hey, by the way, we're making the next one.
Very cool. Thank you so much. I haven't seen Kaleido in a while because I've been so busy. Usually I lurk on Fridays because I'm at home, working from home, but I don't get that luxury anymore, unfortunately. Always in fucking meetings all the time.
Meetings? Monday is a lot of meetings.
Always in meetings. Oh, we beat him. Let's go.
Nicely done. You did it.
I got Healthy Choice Set, 1 Magic Capsule, and 5 High Ethers. Yeah, I do need to level grind the Fire Boy, or the new Shadow Boy a little bit.
Interesting. Nintendo of America tweeted out a thing like building up towards...
Oh, we could talk about the lawsuit.
Mario Day. But yes, Mario Day is coming up. It's this Sunday. For March 10th. And they just 30 minutes ago tweeted out something.
For sure.
Oh, here was another fun thing. Did you actually get a chance? I sent this to you, Titus, today. Did you actually get a chance to look at the NASA thing?
I didn't get to look at it. I got busy.
Oh, okay. So,
but it's wild, from what I understand.
Okay, so basically, NASA tweeted out that they created a tabletop role-playing game adventure scenario that is technically system ambivalent, but boy, does it sure look a lot like Dungeons and Dragons. But I understand it's a public company, or it's a public institution, so they're trying to probably keep it away from any specific company or whatever.
Take this with you. It is some egg of some beast. That is the Chrono Trigger.
They said
the name of the game. A time egg. If you wish to try and hatch it, the one who crafted your wings of time can tell you. Know that it may not necessarily hatch the results you desire. The Chrono Trigger represents potential results. Action. You keep Chrono in your heart and pursue what you seek. The results should follow, but I can make no guarantees. It's you, isn't it? Gasp, the guru of time! No shit. That is what they used to call me, but that's long, long ago. We have the Chrono Trigger! We have the game! Alright, so now the side questing stuff side questing.
Technically speaking, you can go get Chrono immediately or whatever, but you can also do some side quests without him to earn tech point. It doesn't force Chrono to be in your party after the side quest, but you are technically welcome to go get Chrono now. But if you don't want to, that's fine.
On TP at the moment, so it doesn't actually matter.
Well, you could get them and not use them, because from this point forward, I suppose you were trying to be spoiler-free. Sorry, Chrono's definitely dead and never coming back.
Super dead.
He's dead.
Except they told him that we could
they did
change it. They say we could change it.
It's a time travel game.
Fine. Which we have to go get the clone.
We already got the clone, remember?
Well, we have to go get it from his room, don't we?
Yeah, that's pretty much all you have to do, I think, because we already got it. Well, you have to go talk to Balthazar or whatever in the future.
Oh, yeah, future first. Talk to the people who do the Wings of Time. Then go back, get the clone, go back, get Chrono, and after Chrono's in, then it's all side questing until...
Yeah. We could do a couple side quests and then just go back and get people and go back and work with Chrono whenever. I also love the idea that the Black Omen is just in every time now.
It is.
And also there's some dialogue you can find from people that they make comments as if it is just a normal thing that is there.
I do like that.
It is every when in time.
Fly around now and not have to worry about...
Yep, doing all the weird little side dungeons to get from point to point. So technically Ayla has... Well, Ayla's not the party. She has like a barely side quest.
Yep, we can do every character's side quest.
I would say we go for Frogs, because we got Frog in the party right now, and then after this we can dump him, basically.
We can go get Chrono. I want to max everyone's TP as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But that will take some time. The Black Omen is one of the best places to do that.
Maxing TP? I didn't know if you could board the Black Omen and leave.
I thought you could.
I figured, I mean, most of the side quests have fights, so I figured you'd want to do the fights.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so anyways, while you're doing this, I want to talk about the weird NASA TTRPG thing. So here is what their tweet said. A
doll identical to the person in every way. Then and only then will the power deign to hatch the egg. Without the Doppel doll, there's no meaning in going to Death Peak. To the place you have left it and retrieve it with all hate. So there, he tells you to go get the doll.
Yeah.
And then we go to Death Peak.
NASA tweeted out, calling all adventurers, NASA's first tabletop role-playing campaign is ready for download. In the Lost Universe, NASA Hubble, the Hubble telescope, has disappeared from Earth's timeline. Embark with your party and restore what was lost. Which is just wild. Like, they didn't just say, like... So, okay. So, I'm going to read you from the scenario book. and just is wild. Introduction. Welcome, adventurers. You enter now into the world of Exlaris, where science and magic meet. This is a world not unlike Earth, yet on a very different path. Exlaris is a solo wanderer through the cosmos, a rogue planet. Then there's a little bit about just like how to use this guide and like what level your characters should be and stuff like that. So here is the like world building part of it. And I'm just going to read it and we'll stop every now and then for questions because it's crazy. In an age 400 years past, a planet called Exlaris orbited comfortably in its star's habitable zone. Within this delicate zone, the planet grew to support life that became intelligent, developed a robust society, and learned to harness their innate magical capabilities. A peaceful world took shape that prized knowledge above all else. They focused on agriculture and bettering their societies through medical research and honing their magical abilities. The magic of this world came about when a small group of inhabitants discovered that they had the ability to harness the energy of the vacuum, the energy filling the universe around them. More information found in Appendix A. Because this is also educational.
We have to go to Death Peak, right? Which is...
You got the clone. I thought you had to talk to Balthazar with the clone, but maybe you have to go to Death Peak first.
Yeah, he says you have to go to Death Peak with the clone.
Or with the Doppeldoll.
With the Doppeldoll.
Yes, but Death Peak is a dungeon. You have to like do a whole dungeon.
Right. Don't remember where it's at. It might actually be in the middle of it.
Maybe.
I don't remember where it is.
Death.
I can just go ask him.
Peak.
There we go. Let's just go ask him. Oh, we have the Doppeldoll. There's no fights here, so this makes it really easy. So they can discover magic. Just for those who've been listening, this is a real thing that you can look up on NASA's thing. It says they released everything.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, Death Peak's in the future.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So, okay, yes.
Oh, please stand back. All right. I had to go talk to
okay,
him.
there was actually more here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But yes, they harness the energy of the vacuum. Neither the ability nor the energy they harness itself has been well understood, but research into it is ongoing. In the meantime, more of the inhabitants of Exlaris have learned to harness this energy, some through study and others through innate gifts. However, that energy tends to fluctuate and isn't always reliable. Hence the eagerness of researchers to more fully understand it so they can fix the problems. However, the peaceful nature of the society changed when a black hole moved close to their planet. Not close enough to consume, but close enough to alter the planet's orbit and slingshot it into a trajectory all its own, along with its moon, Noru. Shock roiled through the world's inhabitants, causing an eruption of chaos. Each of the other planets within this solar system suffered the same fate, though Exlaris was the only one that supported life. This event, known as the Breaking, transformed Exlaris into a rogue planet. Okay, with me?
A rogue planet because of a black hole consuming...
That altered its orbit and took it away from its star.
Real quick, we have to shut the construct off, right?
Yeah. You're killing it. You're killing Balthazar.
He asked to be shut off.
Yeah. Okay. Just stick with me through this next sentence.
Oh boy.
We've learned about Exlaris, the rogue planet, magic of the energy of the vacuum, okay?
Okay. Does it make sense? Yeah.
I mean, so far, like, whatever. They have magic, but, like, sure. That's Death Peak right there.
What?
It's literally right next to the dome.
It's right here?
It's next to Keeper Dome. You didn't even have to get the epoch.
Oh, really? It is next.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Some elves and dark elves inhabiting this planet can still remember this time and the utter chaos that followed. As the light of their sun faded into darkness, the inhabitants of the world, Exlari, hoarded what little they could in order to get by. The peaceful planet of Exlaris quickly turned into a struggle for survival. Amidst the chaos, an archmage assembled a team of scholars, wizards, sorcerers, and leaders to put the might of their intellect behind this problem. They developed a shield surrounding the planet, which would protect them from comets, asteroids, and other hazards of space travel while maintaining the planet's original temperature, mimicking Exlaris' original atmospheric makeup. This shield was created when the Archmages wove their magic together, harnessing as much of the energy of the vacuum as they could possibly muster from the universe around them, and intertwining it with the technology they possessed. Because Exlaris was now a rogue planet, they were able to harness even more energy than they had imagined possible. Once the shield took effect and the planet began to stabilize, the mages developed a fear of it being undone. They sealed away the knowledge of how they had harnessed so much energy of the vacuum, using it only among themselves for the maintenance of the shield.
Sounds like a start of a Final Fantasy game.
Since they had never before had the ability to harness the energy so powerfully, they were secure in the knowledge that it was secret. Within the cities, they created lamps using the same energy and technology they had for the shield, though far less powerful than the shield these lamps could mimic. Within cities, they created lamps using the same energy and technology they had for the shield, though far less. These lamps could mimic the day and night cycles they had while orbiting their sun, and farmers were given extra powerful lamps that could keep crops healthy in order to keep the populace fed. Although much of the planet remained in perpetual night, society began to rebuild itself, and peace returned to the planet. During this time, creatures had emerged from the Underdark. Once driven into shadow by an aversion to the light, they now walked freely.
The Underdark, to not be confused with Dungeons and Dragons Underdark.
Yeah,
but
we also have elves and dark elves.
Yeah.
In the wake of the breaking, a new chapter began.
Fucking where?
The studious ones who saved the Exlari were elevated to leadership roles and rebuilt society on the principle of keeping information open and accessible, a tradition that continues today. Although some people prefer to wander in bands separate from society, most settled back into peace and routine. Exlaris was forever changed, and they had a new focus for their academic interests, the cosmos around them. In the century since the breaking, this world's study of the cosmos took shape and honed a focus on studying other worlds like itself, rogue planets, and a special interest in black holes and the energy of the vacuum. In the recent years, a mage in Eldastron, Eirik Hazim, developed a spell that allows him to connect with Earth in a way that allows for more than just observations about the planet, its civilization, and how it moves through its solar system. Eirik linked to the Hubble Space Telescope after learning of its observations that have propelled understanding of black holes and dark energy, similar to the energy of the vacuum on Earth, and copied data that he and select other researchers used to help decode some of the mysteries of their own planet and further drive new areas of research. Unknown to them, it's like 3 pages. Unknown to them, this drew the attention of a young dragon, Isilius, who stole the spell Eirik created, as well as Eirik himself and his fellow researchers, in order to steal Hubble itself so Isilius alone would possess its knowledge.
A dragon now.
There are 5 major cities on Exlaris: Aldastron, Sarthelios, Vescaperea, Polaridon, and Arketnum. Each of these cities has a particular academic focus, and trade flows openly between them, most commonly by teleportation spells, but sometimes by braving the dark in between. While each city is home to most of the knowledge and study of a given topic, it is extremely common for researchers to rotate between the cities, learning many different disciplines. Although there are 5 main cities in this world, there are innumerable smaller towns and cities scattered throughout, some of them with their own unique academic interests as well, while others focus on agriculture, farming, and other facets of society.
Normal planet. Got it.
Well, except no sun, and they have a shield around the planet, and there are lamps.
Who let Nessa cook?
All right.
Yeah, you say that.
All right. There's a little bit more.
And then you watched it.
It is in the dark, however, that you find traces of what life was like before the breaking. Some of the major cities of that time did not survive the chaos, and travelers can still find their ransacked ruins. Those who dare to journey within these ruins seldom return, as they are home to various manners of dangerous creatures just waiting, lurking in the dark. This is why most use teleportation to travel. Teleportation on this world is easy between major cities, but less so the more remote the area is, and is done through a series of magically connected portals. Not all portals are open at all times. In many ways, teleportation on Xlaris is similar to a transport hub in a major city on Earth. Okay, that is just the, like, world building of the planet of Xlaris. But wait, it gets better.
Does it?
Yes. We have nothing better to do, all right?
This is a mini boss.
You're grinding mini bosses, you're doing the dungeon, not much happens here.
Oh shit.
Except
everyone died except for Frog.
But wait, but Magus, oh, there he goes. You like glitched it in a weird place where he was still standing when you did the heal. Okay. Here's the overview now. Xlaris is home to an interesting mixture of life. All creatures have default dark vision because of the environment. Looking around, the players will find a blend of creatures mingling together, from dark elves and elves to orcs and goblins, halflings and tieflings, as well as various mixes of the aforementioned races. Players can quickly surmise that this is a very inclusive society. The civilization on this planet recognizes academics as their primary leaders. Those who devote themselves to study, such as wizards, are shown a special respect, and it is considered their responsibility to help better society with support from law. Within every major city is a major research center specializing in that city's area of focus, as well as a university with a more broad curriculum. Even though societal well-being is prized, there is still an underground criminal community. The players will have the opportunity to interact with all of these aspects of society as they play through the game, depending on the paths they choose to take. The game will open with players entering the city of Aldastron, seemingly through a portal. Since Aldastron is a transportation hub, the players will have become entangled with individuals on Xlaris who had been traveling from another city when a spell was cast. As the players explore the town, they will have the opportunity to interact with various NPCs and be introduced to the first plot hook, a string of disappearances. The town is made up of districts, the Learning District being in the center and the others spread outward in rings. A handful of businesses are of note, chiefly being the Horsehead Tavern, a tavern situated just outside the town square in the trade district. The Horsehead Tavern can serve as a jumping-off point for the game and is home to potential ally, Failwind. Here the players have the opportunity to test out their new abilities and learn what's going on in the city, as well as get an assignment from Failwind. The Horsehead Tavern acts as a bridge between an underground criminal network and the more approachable parts of society. The players will have the opportunity here to befriend Damien, whether or not they choose to accept work from Failwind. Damien can help serve as a guide for the players, pointing to blah, blah, blah. Damien acts as a bartender, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of NPCs, including a non-binary one, which I'd noticed. And then... Okay, and then here's the very, very beginning of this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want you to, again, I'm just reading this verbatim, and if you can judge this as you see fit. Why is Omegas asleep?
He's a sleepy boy.
The game will not open on the characters.
Luca's so bad. She fucking dies in one hit.
She's got Taben's vest on. She should be really good. Maybe we do need to do like one side quest to level everybody up. Because you're struggling with the first of these fights.
It would be different if I didn't have Luca. Luca's the only problem here.
But she's so strong!
She's not.
Well, she's strong, she's also weak.
She needs the HP,
amulet or whatever?
The fucking
she needs
accessory.
She needs defense points. She has as much HP as Magus.
Yeah, but she
just has. But the Taben's
vest
is supposed to be really good.
has terrible HP or terrible defense.
Her
defense is actually really low.
I thought the Taben's vest did something in particular that was.
It just has it just has like fire damage. It's actually like good. I believe.
We'll have to double check. I think you can get a better one later that's still like upgradable.
I beat it, so it's fine.
But yeah, if you want to go do a side quest instead, I would.
No, we beat it. It's fine. I just need to.
Okay.
She
rework her gear.
Kit it out. She has 93 fucking defense. It's just so bad.
Compared to what's everybody else at?
Like 100 and something. There. I take out the Taben's vest.
I'm just curious, what does the Taben's vest and Taben's helm say they do?
Speed + 2 halves fire damage. That's it.
Oh, I thought they were like, what's Taemin's helm? I thought it was like one of the best items in the game. Maybe he upgrades them later.
Magic defense plus 10. Which, it's not bad, because I'm only going down 5 in terms of defense there for magic defense plus 10, but the vest is just bad. I just gained 40 defense.
Yeah, no, I wonder, maybe he upgrades it later. I think maybe he does. Okay. So, this is like setting the stage for the players. The game will not open on the characters, but on the players themselves on planet Earth. At least one version of Earth. One without the Hubble Space Telescope. As you introduce your players to the story, keep in mind that in a different timeline with Hubble, they were all involved in the mission. This will be revealed to them at the conclusion. Because of this difference, they feel that there is something missing in their world. Use the below text to introduce your players to the story. Back in 1990, NASA launched a revolutionary new observatory called the Hubble Space Telescope into low Earth orbit. About the size of a school bus, Hubble was destined to change humanity's view of the cosmos with its high-resolution view of the universe. By placing the telescope above Earth's murky atmosphere, it would be able to observe space without any interference from clouds, light pollution, or atmospheric distortions. Hubble's vision sees beyond what the human eye can, extending into ultraviolet and near-infrared ranges. The placement and design of this telescope would revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos, launching an era of unparalleled astronomical discovery. Plus, Hubble's design included the ability to be serviced in space by astronauts, which allowed the telescope to be repaired and upgraded multiple times. But in this world, it's as if Hubble never even existed, and in a world without Hubble, nobody knows the age of our universe, or that black holes lurk in the center of galaxies, or just how much beauty the cosmos contains. Without Hubble, there is also no James Webb Space Telescope. Without the critical experience of servicing missions completed by astronauts in space, the International Space Station also never happened. Technology that detects cancer, tracks endangered species, decodes ancient manuscripts, and more is also lacking. You and your friends work at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. Your jobs are exciting and fulfilling, and you discover more about your planet and universe every day, but you can never shake the feeling that something big is missing. A subtle ache lives in your mind, insisting that you're forgetting something, but it's always just out of reach. The more you try to remember, the worse the pain gets. Each of you experience this feeling, but lately it's impossible to ignore. You suggest a group walk around Goddard's campus to clear your heads, but as you wander around the buildings, your head begins to hurt and the exhaustion becomes overwhelming. It's almost like you're dozing off, but you quickly realize that's not the case. Suddenly, the hair on the back of your neck stands on end and you're pulled into darkness. The adventure begins. Okay,
I mean, so honestly, the story is not bad.
It's interesting. There's some interesting stuff. I was skeptical about the missing from the timeline bit, which is maybe not great, but it's still and of course that one paragraph feels a little like propaganda for NASA, which hey, I'm all for NASA propaganda, but it's funny.
A little bit.
Oh, you just walked past the chest, by the way.
No, I opened it already.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was reading this. It was critical.
It was something.
Look, it's content. Why would he?
So, what's the system?
It is ambivalent of system, officially. It is not tied to any in particular system, though it also specifies, it explicitly says you can adapt it for any system you want, but also says this adventure is designed for a party of 4 to 7, level 7 to 10 characters.
That's pretty high.
That does seem really high to me. That seems kind of intense.
That's pretty high.
Especially assuming that this is all meant to be D&D, but not quite, you know?
So, what you really could do is do some kind of homebrew of putting it... it's your end goal, you know. You give them a fake end goal, and then you beat the bad guy or whatever, and then you get sucked into this, So you can do it that way, which is kind of funny.
You could also do...
Or you start them on the Earth or whatever, and then you suck them in the hole.
Well, at the very least, let me read one more paragraph, which is literally
Only one more.
it literally sets the stage for how they arrive in the world. The players awaken in the center of the largest city on Exlaris, Aldastron. They retain all of memories of their lives on Earth, but are completely unfamiliar with the planet around them. They were transferred into the bodies of the characters they created, each with an intuitive knowledge of how to use either the magic or weapons. This can manifest through the fight at the beginning or other gameplay, but no knowledge of who they are on this world, and they will not recognize each other. This adventure opens in the equivalent of a bus stop. Use the following text to set the scene for your party. The darkness fades around you, and you find yourself standing in front of what seems to be a portal, one of several in the bustling space around you. Something about this is familiar, like a bus stop on Earth. Each of the different portals around you has a walkway leading right up to it and a sign above reading the city names. So you could basically you could do like the first page or two of this of like them exploring the city, and then you could immediately like side quest everybody to level them up. Like start everybody at like level 3, like which is pretty common in D&D. Often you start people at level 3 because level 1 and 2 are intense.
She didn't die in one fucking hit, but we're about to die because he got 2 attacks in a row, so we are actually just dead. There was nothing that could have been done.
Would Magus is alive?
Yeah. I gotta hope that I can heal before it's me.
You could heal yourself and then do a shield sphere or whatever to make yourself more tanky.
I have to. He just keeps fucking hitting me.
That's physical. This thing probably uses magic, to be honest, but...
Nope. Oh, but I'm confused.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really great, because when you hit his shell, he counters with a attack.
The needles, yeah.
A lot of damage.
But yes, you could basically do the opening acts of this campaign.
Wiped!
And then Luca. You could level everybody up.
I'm ditching Luca. It's just not worth it. She just doesn't do any damage.
Well, we gotta level her up at some point, though.
Yeah, but not here.
You could take Robo as an extra healer. Just go all healing, basically.
I just need someone to hit someone harder than what she hits.
Robo hits hard, too. Marley is just, like, done. Marley and Ayla are both just, like, done on tech points. So there's... You don't need to waste their time.
I don't think Marley is done on tech.
I thought she was either done or close to done.
Nope, she still has a rise left.
Which is probably her last thing, but I don't know.
It is, yeah. Yeah, just Luca just does not hit hard at all. She's very, very weak.
Can you switch the party anywhere? At this point?
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Make sure I stay fucking healthy,
But anyways, I feel like they built a whole world, and presumably in the remaining pages, they deal with a variety of things. And you could absolutely... Like, technically speaking...
There's just no system that they give, so you have to, like, homebrew your own system,
or just use D&D, basically. It's pretty clear that's what they intended, but also, like I said, it makes sense that for a public entity, they don't want to embrace, like,
they can't
pair up with a corporate.
Right?
Yeah, it just makes sense that they would... But also, honestly, I feel like Numenera would actually make a lot of sense for this. Like, Numenera is all about discovery and weirdness, and minus that this is full of elves and stuff, which Numenera doesn't do. I feel like this, or at the very least, the Cypher system would make sense for this, too. Yeah, but technically it's basically 2 big encounters. Like, basically there's a bunch of stuff in the city, and then they go to some ruins, and there's a bunch of stuff in the ruins. Technically there's 4 other cities who they have some established lore for, but like nothing else. So you could very easily build up these other parts of the game if you wanted to.
Cure Wave.
Also, you do need to watch the trailer, the little like trailer on the tweet for this, because I'm pretty sure it's really intentionally cringe.
Okay.
Oh,
it has to be intentional.
It's just in the perfect way. I'm going to post this in stream chat. I should have posted that the whole time.
I hate this thing. It's like very.
It's Pokemon Infinite Fusions all over again.
There we go. Yakasha Blade.
Yakasha or Yaksha?
Yakasha? I don't know.
I genuinely didn't see. It's probably Frog.
Might be Yaksha. It's not. It's Chrono. Who's dead.
Interesting.
Why would they give a dead guy something?
Weird. Completely impossible to know. Who's to say?
Who's to say? Dark Bomb. This move is fucking cool. It does so much cutting damage. The only other person who has Dark is the robot. Yeah, we have, now we have every character's available side quest. We have the ultimate weapons stuff to do, which is like in tandem with the side quest. Is that it?
For what, this like dungeon?
No, I'm trying to think of like what we have left in terms of the game. I mean, the side quest stuff will take a while because there's several.
Side quests, there's a bunch of them, and then it is the Black Omen, which is itself a huge dungeon, and then you are done. Oh, is Frog done with Tex?
He can't.
Look up Chrono Trigger tech lists. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Frog's final tech is Frog Squash.
Yep, he's done.
So how do you get double and triple techs?
You have to be in the party with him.
All you have to do is know the relevant techs. Oh, and Magus does not get double techs.
No, he does not. Unfortunately.
He does get triple techs, but not double techs.
He gets triple techs, but he only gets double techs. But he makes up for it with how goddamn strong he is.
So the double techs, you're learning just via the nature of learning single techs. And then triple techs... The triple techs you get... I think just by knowing... Oh yeah, you just have to know the right techs. And then the triple techs that don't involve Chrono require you to get an item.
And we get them by the items, right?
I think you got one, maybe already?
Yeah, we have one already.
Which is for... What is it, Magus, Marley, and Luca? Is that the one we got?
I think it's like the Black Eternal or something like that.
Black... Yeah, Dark Eternal. That's Magus, Marley, and Luca. Which is a dark attack on everybody. The other ones, we'll have to look up the list of where to get them all. But yeah, so I guess maxing out tech points is just at this point, if anybody's done and you don't need to use them, you don't.
Using Luca right now is rough.
Well, right, but like for example, you don't need to use the Frog anymore. It's fine to use, like it's fine, but yeah, we'll have plenty of time with all the side quests to max everybody out. But yes. Yeah, I'm trying to look at where these stones come from. Like the blue one.
Tiny Lavos. Come on, you stupid thing, die. How much health do these little guys have?
The little guys, it's the The heads have 4,000 and the shell has 10,000.
Yeah, but you can't. You don't want to.
You don't have to defeat the shell.
You don't want to. You don't want to shell. Counter. Oh, you dick. Need to climb. Boom. Memory cap.
Nice.
Fucking effect is off. The summit of death. Fear the night and stand against the darkness. Lend us your strength. The Chrono Trigger. Where are you going? It's shattered. It's folly to come here. Well, this is for naught.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Oh, it's an eclipse. And then
random eclipse at the exact time.
And then an eye appears, and then hands start to dematerialize you, and then you see the portal of truth. Oh shit! Like stone statues. It appeared. Time has been suspended. Time freeze! Never dreamt it possible. I must need to exchange the doppeldoll for Chrono. You know shit. Let us be on our way. And we leave. Sparkles of the Christmas tree. Very Who down in Whoville.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're Christmas trees.
I don't know either, but whatever. And there he is. There's a boy. You lucky, lucky.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen this scene without Marley.
It's good with Marley in it.
Yeah, she runs up and hugs him.
Yuzu bitched out. It's true. They just gave up. But I mean, they got slapped with a $2.6 million lawsuit. What would you do?
They settled for $2.3 million. Is what they did.
As it was.
Also, I think seems fair.
It does seem fair.
So, whose quest are we going to try? Ayla's quest is really short, by the way. She barely has one.
Prehistory. We'll go there first.
Yeah, if you want to do Ayla's, it's like...
Right, emulators aren't illegal, but the games that they copy... Because you don't own them. Unless you own
unless you
both.
extract it yourself. Emulators aren't illegal, but obtaining the rips of ROMs...
Right.
It's tricky, and
it is good.
I think the specific thing was that Yuzu, number one, had a Patreon, so they were actually charging money, and also number two, they were potentially using copyrighted intellectual property in their emulator, which is a no-no.
Do I have to have the person on my team? I don't think
Oh, yeah, to do with the quest. Ayla's, though, I'm not sure, because Ayla's quest is different. Okay, so for Ayla's...
Yep, either.
Talk to There's a new you need to talk to. He's just in someone in Laruba Village. Quote the ruins of Laruba Village.
Oh, that's not here.
Is that in the past? Or sorry, is that in 12,000?
We're in 65.
It says well, I know, but Laruba, is that 12,000 BC? Because it says the ruins of Laruba Village.
Take a look.
Because it literally just says you need to talk to a new in Laruba Village. That's all I got. Yeah, I bet this is it.
This is the surviving.
Is there a new?
A sonic bow.
No, it's not this guy. Okay, let me look up. Chrono Trigger, Laruba Ruins. Okay, sorry, Laruba Ruins are in 65 million. I apologize. They're the little hut that's surrounded by forest.
Yeah. I know where that is. At least. There's those weird time warp things there. Whatever will they do?
I don't remember what those do, actually. Do they just all take you to the end or whatever? I don't think they did. Yeah, not this one. Sorry, it's like a hut.
There's one. Sweet.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No.
Technically, you find out about all of these by talking to the corresponding people at the end of time.
I'm not changing it.
That is the other service he offers.
You just said 99. And now, I don't need the stone, so I give it to you. Silver gemstone.
That is one of the triple tech stones.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to the new. All done. Is that it? That's all.
I think there's a new item for you to trade in, because you can get the ruby armor. So if you go to the... I don't know if you have enough.
Oh,
you have. It costs 10 of every item.
Petal, fang, horn, feather. Yeah. Trade for...
Strong armor, yeah.
No, trade. You have nothing. Trade.
So you need 10 of each.
Let's go to the reptile.
And I think you can get as many of these as you want.
I'm assuming it's the reptile layer to go and farm.
No, it's the hunting grounds.
I mean, you can do it at anything.
I mean, I guess, but the hunting grounds are like for this. And they'll go fast. And we will want, you argue, it says having at least 3 copies of this makes Luca's side quest a lot easier.
That's the dactyl.
It's the right next to the dactyl nest, in the little trees there.
Oh shit, my headset is low on battery for some reason. Oh, I swear. That's no bueno.
That is indeed no bueno.
Because my headset is... I'm using the controller, or the cord that charges my headset to have the... Oh. It'll be fine. It'll last some time.
Hey, if they break... if they die, then hey, stream's over early.
Learn boogie tech. Well, they'll die. It'll just be a matter of when.
Okay.
I mean, I just have to run around this area.
Yeah, you just kill it. There's also news that give you a ton of tech points.
I can use the arrow keys to run around and just some of these enemies. It shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, your cursor's in the screen. Oh, you got it. Never mind.
Cool.
You also could.
Cool.
Hard crash.
Cool.
Yeah. When's the last time we saved? Or it auto saves a little bit, doesn't it?
It'll auto-save whenever you go into an area because of this reason, I'm guessing. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't make Baldur's Gate on honorary or whatever it is.
Honor mode?
On honor mode, because of some of the like interactions.
You could get screwed by a glitch or whatever.
What is the select button? The fuck?
Oh, are you on keyboard now? Did your controller die?
It's just disconnected because I plugged the headset in. What the fuck? Oh, you know what?
Is it X?
I'm dumb. I think I can just do this. I'm just kind of stupid. Just plug in the PS.
Oh. Someone?
Huh?
Someone?
Not me.
Wonder who?
Yep.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, okay.
There's some input lag.
Yeah, the layouts got weird for a moment.
Yeah, it blinked.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything because it changed my default sound system.
Well, look, we're just farming. You don't need to hear
love
this.
my computer. I don't know why it does this. It totally changed. I really don't know why it does this, but it really...
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, got it. Alright. Now I just have the PS5 controller plugged in instead.
Now I also should double check.
Audio should be good. I see the levels.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check, you know. The news give lots of tech points if you see them when it rains or whatever, but for the most part, yeah, just auto battle shit. The news, I'm pretty sure you should also be able to auto battle at this point. So let's see here.
Are they in specific parts of the map?
The news?
Oh yeah, he's right.
There's
up there.
there's
right.
3 spots. Yeah.
It's like the top.
That is one of the spots, but
to get there was like.
There's vines right there. I just don't know if you'll get there in time because it rains for like 10 seconds or whatever. Yeah. And they're not always in the same spot, so it's tricky. I assume the rain is there, like, mechanically, so that the game can reset and respawn enemies, since most of this is, like, the only place in the game where enemies just straight up respawn continuously. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you can just continue to walk around and fight things. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have to leave and come back, but...
Yeah, back, walking around, and there's no...
Let's see here...
Yeah, when you leave and come back, then there's a...
Sure. But yeah, what the Ruby armor does is it's better defense than any armor you have access to right now. And it also reduces fire damage by 80%.
Which is crazy.
And you can get as many of them as you want. So...
Only need 3.
Right, and then the next game, or the next boss involves specifically a huge fight with a fire enemy. So
right,
like,
but you only need technically 2 because you have the red plate that absorbs.
With that absorbs or whatever, yeah, but like...
Absorbs is better than reduce.
Well, but this one gives more defense too than that does.
Yeah, that's helpful. Those level 1 up. I don't really think there's really not a lot going on. Oh, hey, look at it.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, the world's in a wild place right now. Fire fist, barrier, beast toss.
You got 30 TP.
3 petals, 3 fangs, 3. 4.
Oh, he gives you 3 of everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
And 30 tech points. I mean, it is a good amount, but it's not like.
I mean, at this point, you're almost done with techs, except for Magus. But
and which actually I could be using. This is
yeah,
a pretty easy portion.
You don't need a tank at this moment, and you don't actually need Ayla for any of this at this point.
She hits fucking hard.
Yeah, but these guys you one shot anyways. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna pick up Unicorn Overlord this weekend, even after joking about that it has a silly title and
it does have a silly title.
Oh, do you want to know I was reading a little bit about it. Do you want to know the name of the like kingdom or whatever that the prince is from?
Unopolis.
Cornea.
Awesome.
And then he gets the unicorn ring, which makes him able to like stop rebels or some shit. Mm-hmm. That said, the other thing I was looking at was I was looking through some of the character art, and I had been initially a little skeptical because there's some really like weird, wacky, big booba art, which is like fine or whatever, but like it was just a lot. But I looked, and a lot of the characters actually have more compelling
stories than big boobas. I don't believe.
Well, they have good lady armor. You don't get very many lady armors in lady knights in cool lady armor. That's not just big booba armor, and I appreciate that. Most of the characters that I saw, I'll look up the character art again and post it in the stream chat. That it is typical of them.
Do you like just cheesy ass shit and have big boobies?
Yeah, okay, so this is a great, this picture here is like a bunch of the character sprites. And they look pretty cool.
God, it just reminds me of Tactics, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the witch, the bottom, hello, how are you?
Right. I really like the thief. I really like I actually don't mind the like spear or like the longsword lady at the bottom with the high boots.
Is it a longsword or is it a spear? I can't tell.
I think it's a longsword because it looks like there's a hilt right by her hand.
What the hell is that? All right, that's fair. Yep. No, I get it. I get why people play the games.
And then let me show some of the other ones that were not in that picture. But like, I think this is a lady, based mostly on the eyebrows.
And the roundness of her face.
But I really like her design. This one I have exactly one problem with, and I bet you can identify it pretty quick.
Is it the heels? Because what the fuck?
It's the fucking heels. Why does she have those?
I mean, I like the armor concept, and she's hot, but like the heels are a little weird.
It's not boob plate. Not really, and like she has a big ass shield and a big axe. Like that's cool.
I mean, if you want to talk practicality, her armor is semi-practical because it's in pieces rather than one big uniform thing. So she can move better.
I don't like quite as much skin as she's showing.
That's true. It would be better in small segmented plates.
But she's also not showing literal skin.
No, it's like an under.
Yes.
Thing.
But like.
But also like those heels. What the fuck?
The heels are egregious.
Step on me, mommy energy, I guess. Oh, she's cool because she has like this cool fucking shield and axe. What's the Camilla? The dragon big titty
Camilla? Yeah, but she also, if she has heels, I don't care because she's a mounted unit. Like she rides a wyvern.
But she also holds a giant axe.
Yes.
Which is cool.
let's see. This character, I think this is 2 different poses of the same character here. I like... Oh, those cropped weird. You'll have to actually expand them.
Yeah, the girl with the sword, with the big, great sword.
Yeah, like, the only problem I have...
elegant princess and queen, it looks like.
The only thing I don't like, she has these big metal greaves, but then she doesn't have... She has skin showing above the thigh with just cloth. Again... Tights, like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me, but whatever, fine. Yes. Here's another cool one who also has heels, but is otherwise a really cool, fun design. Even though I think
that is a pretty cool design. Even though the same like tribe-esque thing or whatever that the other one is from.
She's using the same shield, yeah.
And I will say same kind of heels as well.
But yeah, also there's, as Blob posted, there are also
furry alternatives.
There's furries and there's elves and there's like a Dommy Mommy demon lady, and like there's a Karlach knockoff.
Oh, really?
Like tall demon lady who is like a giant or whatever. Also, hey, look, we don't often give appreciation to old man characters, but that's a fucking killer design too.
That is a really cool like artwork sprite thing.
Yeah,
really wizard mage-esque.
Yeah. Ooh, this is kind of fun. I don't think I noticed this one before. Crossbow guy with a cranking crossbow.
Oh, this just reminds me of Tactics. God dang.
But then also we've got
Oh, mommy. Oh, no. Yeah. Alright. Elf lady with a 2-ended spear and a leotard. That's cool.
Right. I assume she's a mage. I assume that's just a fancy staff, but who the fuck knows?
Has to be.
This guy is cool. This guy fucking... he fucks.
Oh, he's cool. That is a dude, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a
His
dude.
name is Ithilion.
Looks cool. I like the swashbuckling looking ass sword.
Any other... It does appear that this is labeled as like a generic enemy, but it appears that for their like flying units, they do griffins, which is cool.
Griffins are pretty cool.
Fire Emblem does Pegasi and dragons, or technically wyverns or wyverns. Ooh, I hadn't noticed this one before either. I didn't look really at the generic enemies. Werewolf. You don't often see werewolf with armor and weapons. And that's kind of cool. I dig it. Also, I'm a sucker for the, like, deer or cow skull aesthetic.
Like the shaman type character?
Yeah, this is literally labeled as shaman. I'm a sucker for that design. Like, I just think it makes any design better, you know?
Really?
I like it. I like the, what's his face from, the Magus Bride or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Ancient Magus Bride.
And he's wearing the cowl or the antler thing.
Unclear if he's wearing it. I don't remember if they established whether that's
is him or not. I don't remember, but I never actually seen.
Did you watch that? It's actually really good. It's weird, and it's so not what you expect it to be, but it is. I genuinely want to rewatch it, and also I never watched season 2. Oh, I saw some stuff about this blah, and like
about what?
So there's some stuff about the localization that has some people.
I have less
wary.
Petals, I don't know if I really want to farm more. I really don't.
Oh, you need. How many armors did you get?
I got 2.
Oh, then whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
So basically, there was a whole thread on Twitter about like aggressive localization, dramatically changing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Their evidence was like just their translation of the text.
Are we done here? Or do I need to do
that was all. It was literally it. Just getting copies of that armor.
Do I not need to do this thing over here? I don't remember.
You don't have to. That was Ayla's side quest. Technically, that was it.
Because she has no ultimate weapon.
Yeah, no. I don't know what these doodads are. You should save before you go in them.
I am.
Yeah.
Lost Sanctum.
I don't know what the Lost Sanctum is. What is this?
Maybe some value in knowing.
Is this like Magus's quest or something? No.
Area.
Is this like a... Was this like a DS only thing?
What is the Lost Sanctum?
Is the DS added stuff?
Did it?
Yes. Let's see here. Chrono Trigger Lost Sanctum? Yes, it was only added to the DS and then like the mobile and Steam versions.
Oh, then I have no idea what I did this with.
Yeah, we should save this then.
Okay.
For when we're not. You can get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. There's a treasure chest nearby that I could get.
Looks like there's like a tower maybe. Oh no, there's just a bunch of interesting. It's a whole thing. So
okay, so we'll do that last.
Yeah, that should be the last side quest. Anyways, okay, back to the thing. So the Twitter thread had as evidence a bunch of presumably that person's translations of text and then the localized version.
You go to
and
now, right?
Whose quest are we doing?
Oh, we could do Luca's now.
Yeah,
Which
Luca's
is present
one
day, right?
Yes. That one is yes. Is Robo's the one where you actually save the mom? Or is that Luca's?
Oh.
Also, we did some of the Luca one because we already did like the jerky and stuff. West Cape is Cyrus. This is Frog stuff. Yeah, where's the one where you deal with Luca's mom?
We have to go to... How?
That is a...
If you go to Luca's house, right, and talk to...
That's apparently a separate one. Luca's quest is technically not that quest. That one's its own special thing. So Luca's quest starts at... Well, you talk to Luca at the end of time, and she'll tell you where to go. But you start out in the future, and you go to the Sun Palace. Okay, anyway, sorry. For the
there we go. There's the suit.
Oh, the better one?
Yes.
Okay, so for...
Yes, much better. Like, significantly better.
I would say it's like the best one in the game, and it's only for her, or something like that.
It's not that good. 79. Well, yeah, it's actually pretty.
And speed, yeah.
It reduces damage, fire damage by half.
It took
your
speed
armor
from
says
6
it
to
only
9.
reduces it by 20%.
Oh
no, 2 1/5. It reduces it to 80%. 2
yes.
1/5, not by
yes.
1.
2, yeah. Okay. No interruptions this time. The Twitter thread had, as evidence of this, they had presumably whoever was making these tweets, their like direct translation of the text, and then the localized text. And I'll find the thread, but the text that they show as like their evidence for this, it feels like a direct one-to-one translation of the words and their literal meaning. So, for example, one they give is on the left, character A says, "I leave the rest to you. Farewell." Those are his 2 lines. And the localized version is, My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you." So, like, way more flowery. And many would read that as, like, an addition, right? Or... rescuing Scarlet may strike a heavy blow to his arms, versus delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims. That's another one.
I have to talk to the old man, and then I can do this stuff. Okay.
You bastard! You intend to plunge the whole continent into war? Alternatively, you seek to plunge the continent into war? Humph! Feverith need not suffer your delusions. Which, personally, the direct literal translation on the left does not feel as good to me. To me, it mostly feels like very basic, everyone's shooting real straight, whereas...
I have to go to the future for her.
Yeah, you have to go all over for the guy. Whereas the localized text, one thing I've seen mentioned is that...
How do we do the map?
So, it's like select or start or whatever. I've seen one theory that basically is like the Japanese equivalent of like a knight errant or a knight in general is closer to being like the samurai, where they are...
Oh shit, I might have equipped not everybody with fire.
This is the fight. This is the boss fight.
I know.
So if you did not save before this...
Let's say as soon as you walk in the door.
Fair enough. Basically, that the Japanese version of the knight errant or the samurai is somebody who is soft-spoken and doesn't speak very much and is not... doesn't say a lot, right?
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the fire stuff.
Whereas,
I have it on the one, but I don't have it on everybody.
Whereas the Western version of a knight is like flowery and lots of prose, right? You know, old-timey English or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that one aspect of localization is changing the literal translation from the Japanese and Eastern version of a knight to the Western version of a knight, because different cultures will have different expectations for how these characters sound given how they look, right? And IMO, that is what localization is, right? Like, changing the text not only so that it's translated, but also so that the perceptions match expectations, right? If it was a translator, they would just call them translators. They're not called translators, they're called localizers. It's a different job. And I personally buy that. I understand why people don't like that, but I do think that that's like, I don't think games originally written in another language would be as successful if you're expected to know all of the cultural context of a Japanese game if you're not from Japan, right?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
So, I'm not saying hard and fast, like there's only one right way to do it, and whatever. But I do think that a localizer's job is more than direct translation. And also, direct translation simply doesn't always do the job. Even when you're trying to do a direct translation, it sometimes literally doesn't work.
Some jokes may fall flat because of cultural differences.
Well, stuff like that, and also just like the words aren't the same. At the end of the day, we translate as best we can, but the context of a word as written in the dictionary may well be different, like in the West and in the East. Given just in English, we have tons and tons of different ways. We have all sorts of words that are ostensibly synonyms, but their context can change the way they sound in other ways. I didn't play Engage, so I don't know.
I gotta tackle the fires, goddamn. How about this?
But yeah, but like I said, the literal translations I read here, and I'm just like, Like, okay, how about this? It seems that a cavalry unit was spotted escaping from the eastern gate before it was closed. Or, about that, my lord, a lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred. I think that seems better. Like, that just seems like an improvement than the direct translation. It has the flavor I would want it to have.
There's nothing wrong with either one of them. There's literally nothing wrong with either one. It's saying the same thing.
But with the tone that we expect. And yet, we've not seen anything of the Knight Captain, versus curious, though, that we've no trace of the old Knight's Captain. But then here's one that's, like, different. Your feudal resistance was actually an attempt to buy time... Okay, sorry, this is a question. Your feudal resistance was actually an attempt to buy time for the prince to escape? Which, I'll admit, I think that's a mouthful of a sentence. Versus, it would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception. Like, that is admittedly saying completely different words. But, like... It's fine. Like, to me, that's fine. It's like, it's completely different words, but also... That first sentence doesn't flow as well in English, and the second one, ultimately, they're establishing the same thing. That somebody was deceiving the other person. And one of them spells it out literally, and one of them doesn't.
What was the intent different, though? Like, is the second one says what exactly? Does it mention...
So the direct translation, as is sourced by this random Twitter thread, I don't speak Japanese, was, your feudal resistance was actually an attempt to buy time for the prince to escape. Question? It's the question. Versus, it would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception. Also, all of these are like cropped screenshots, and they're one-to-one side-by-side. There's nothing that says, like, that the text box above or below doesn't overlap some of the text, which is also something that I just have to take on good faith, which I have reason to believe this person is just angry about shit, and so I maybe shouldn't be taking them on good faith. But, like, I have to take it on good faith that the dialogue boxes on either side of these examples don't also contain the context, and the words are just shuffled around in order, which is hard. Or like, here's one. They, ... will definitely come to save me. Versus, my hopes are true as the morning sun. They'll come. Or here's another one that says, decided to quiet down at last. Versus, so the foal has finally ceased braying.
I have to kill all the little fires.
Yeah, so like one adds an idiom and the other one didn't have an idiom. But like, I'm fine with all of this. Like, that's my problem, is that I just don't see a problem with the localization here.
Yeah, this is when the localization takes too many liberties is the issue.
Right, and as far as I'm concerned, they're taking liberties with how they're presenting the information, but it's not like they're changing the game. And I don't know. It's tough. But yeah, I see, you know. And it's also, as far as I can tell, there's nothing in here that seems to be censoring. But again, all of this relies on this, it's admittedly
This is how we get the Rise Talkie.
This is a really lengthy Twitter thread, but like I said, you do just have to assume that there's no extra context in any of these tweets. You have to assume that they're translations, that they are presenting as direct translations of the text. You have to trust that those are correct, because I don't speak Japanese. Right? Like,
I'm really just not paying attention to this boss fight, and this is not a boss fight that you can't not pay attention to.
yeah, we're on the end game stuff. This is all harder.
Well, more so, he has a certain mechanic. And I legitimately have to pay attention to the mechanic.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's a tough conversation, and I definitely don't doubt that there have been bad localizations. But when I looked through that thread, I was like, basically everything on the localized side I liked more, right? So I was just not too upset by it. This person was being like, wow, here we go, another disaster. And then I looked through it and I was like, this seems like great localization. I was like, I like this. Not saying that every line is perfect, but I'm like, this seems good to me. Again, yeah, things can be different.
How much health does this fucking little ball of sun have?
12,000 for the eye and 30,000 for each flame.
Yeah, you can't kill the flames. The flames are not designed to be killed. He has a whole mechanic.
You have to hit the correct one.
Yeah, I know.
That's the gimmick, basically.
Yep.
You have to, and techs don't work. You just have to regular attack.
Correct.
That's it. That's the game. That's the fight. You just do this until they're dead.
It is. I was just asking how much fucking health this was. Oh, I hit it right. That's actually this little counterattack with fire.
Yeah. I will say this. It's one of the reasons I'm always skeptical about this is people complain about the dubs versus the localization in Xenoblade specifically. And I've seen some of the stuff and I'm like, you guys are just wrong about Xenoblade. Like I've looked through all the arguments and I'm like, you guys are not only like,
yeah, that's a big cesspool.
Like, not only are you guys making weird points or whatever about Xenoblade's localization, but I'm like, you guys are just straight up wrong. And first off, like, here's a great localization. In Japanese, Pyra and Mithra are Hamura and Hikari, which are literally just the words for flame and light. I appreciate that Pyra was not named fire, and that Mithra was not named light beam or whatever, right? Like, Pyra and Mithra are like, that is a better localization choice. And in Japanese, maybe it's fine that they're just named Hamura and that means flame because that's fine. But in English, that doesn't work. Like, you would not name a character fire. It just doesn't make any sense. So you go with a fiery sounding name. One other one that I see is hilarious is there's a scene where in the game, one of the characters asks another character for the date, and they respond with, it's date. They say the name of the date. And here's something I learned in when I learned about this. In Japanese, the months do not have names. It's just when you say a date, you say it would be the equivalent of saying in English, it's the 23rd of the 7th month in the year whatever, right? So you would say in English, it's the 23rd of the 7th month, the 23rd day of the 7th month, 2023.
Where the hell
or
do I put this fucking sunset?
It goes in the past. You have to go to the past, put it in the big blue pyramid, and then you go to the future and retrieve it once it's charged up by the moonlight.
It's the big blue pyramid in this past.
I don't think it's in 65 million. Oh wait, no, it says it's the northeast. Yeah, it is.
It's way over here.
Yes.
I should have looked at my map.
Yeah. So, what am I trying to say? But anyways, so in Japanese, the question of asking for the date and responding with the date is
they
fine.
Go all the way to the future.
You just go to 2300 in this exact spot, which you can do in the epoch. But yeah, no. So in Japanese, the question of in-universe, the characters asking for the date and receiving the date is fine. But in English, we have names for the month, and it would not make sense for characters in a fantasy world to say October or September, right? In Japanese, this isn't a problem because they don't use names for the month that are based on anything. Because
a lot
just
of games make up their own, like...
And that's why in the localization, Pyra responds, it's a Mathatober 12th. They make up a month name. They say a Mathatober because, like... And again, I think that's great localization because in Japanese, it's not a problem. You don't have to invent anything. You can just say that. Also, I think I misspoke. The Blue Pyramid was not relevant at all. You have to go... Somebody steals it. It's the guy who you have to give the jerky to.
Which is...
The mayor's house. And now that he's generous... You already did the part where you made him generous, and now I think you just get the Moonstone. Yeah, otherwise you have to pay a shit ton of money for it. So... it's not Medina. It's
more...
Yeah, is it Pore? Yeah, it's one of the other towns. Anyways. So yeah, inventing a Mathatober is a great example of localizers essentially being forced to add something because in Japanese that question is innocent and doesn't break your world building. But in English, that would have not been appropriate to say October or whatever.
Got the Moonstone. I have to go put it back now.
Now you go put it back in 1000 because it was stolen in this year.
Yep.
And then you go back to the future. Yes.
And then we go do all this stuff.
And then you go to Luca's house and she'll make the weapon.
Time travel shenanigans.
Yeah, also, people complain about... So you played Xenoblade 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nia in Japanese is like super high-pitched voice and very much like...
A cat girl.
Squealy cat girl.
Cat girl.
I way like the brash... And she's still brash, I think, in Japanese, but I way prefer the take in English than the weird high-pitched thing, right? Like that just doesn't work for me at all as a Western audience. But again, in Japanese, they're more used to the cat girl trope, and so it's fine, and that voice is received well.
Big time cat girl.
Here's another funny one. So in Japanese, all the Nopon in Japanese have similar voices to like Tora. They're pretty high-pitched, or like Moogles, right? In Xenoblade 3, there's one random Nopon who's a main character who they just gave a normal voice. Every other Nopon, and in Japanese too, he also has like a traditional Nopon voice. I don't know why they cast him this way, but I find it to be the funniest shit that he's this one random Nopon who just speaks with a deep voice, a normal deep voice.
Sunglasses and...
Yes, you got sunglasses and the Wonder Shot.
Boost damage.
The Wonder Shot is the thing where it uses
playtime determines damage.
Yes.
This is why this game is so neat, because each ultimate weapon has its own, like, thing. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, Final Fantasy X also does this, where each weapon has a unique way it scales on its attack.
Yes.
Very fun.
By the way, all the remaining side quests are pretty long, so this is probably where we should wrap up for the night, Chrono Trigger-wise. But yeah, and Xenoblade 1, also I've heard people are like, oh, Xenoblade 1's dub was the worst, the British stuff, and I was like, man, the Japanese stuff just does nothing sells me about these vocal performances that makes me think that they're necessary. The English performances are great.
Here's the hard truth, by the way. Most games that get that are like kind of niche and Japan-based will always get some kind of British dub. Happens the same for Dragon Quest as well. Every Dragon Quest game has some kind of British dub to it.
It started British because for whatever reason they didn't think Western audiences would like it. Or sorry, American audiences would like it. And then Xenoblade stuck with the British because they're like, yeah, they're British now. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's fine.
No, I think it's great.
Atlas had an American dub for the Persona games, so
yeah. And similarly, Xenoblade 2 actually played with that, and Xenoblade 3 continued it, where they not only did just European accents, but they added in like Australian and also American accents, right? Pyra and Mithra have American accents. All the Blades have American accents. And the characters are all different forms of, there's like British, Welsh, and Australian based on what country they're from. And they like consistently use those, including in, like I said, in Xenoblade 3, they play with that idea further and are once again consistent.
Speaking of good voice parts and voice acting, Solo Leveling is a very popular anime right now. It's very good, except it got the worst score of an anime episode because the episode that released this week for Japan will release next week for the dub is a recap episode. It's a 6.5, so it's a 0.5 episode that's nothing but a recap. People are not happy because people want more of the episode because good fucking show. But episode 4 in particular has some of the most insane voice acting I have heard out of people. The American dub, the English dub, the English dub is insanely good. His voice, like, I got through the episode and I was like, dude, that was crazy good. Apparently the Japanese voice actor made his throat bleed with the episode that they did, because it's just like Dragon Ball Z screaming, but like to this insane emotional intent. It was such a good episode. Show's good. It's just sword art.
I remember a friend, I think I was talking about the localization with a friend of ours, but in the context of anime, and I remember him being like, yeah, I have to watch like My Hero Academia in Japanese.
Oh god, no.
He gave the example of Sue, and he's like, Sue, she's a frog character and she does the like Kero thing and she talks like a frog. I'm like, yeah, they do that in English too.
Yeah,
she doesn't say ribbit.
Instead.
She doesn't always say ribbit, but she also just kind of has that croaky frog voice.
But she also says ribbit sometimes.
Yeah, but she sounds like a frog. They just did it as the voice performance instead of literally just saying Kero all the time. Yeah. And he was like, wait, really? I was like, yeah, they did a really good job.
The dub of My Hero
sounds great.
It's true. The fan base of MHA is so bad. It's so bad. I literally just remember bringing this up as being like a show that I felt had a good dub. But you still can't.
And he was like, no, but what about Sue? And I was like, no, they did exactly what you think they should do. It worked great.
You can't beat Chris Sabat as All Might. You just can't. His voice acting is so good for that role.
I also can't. I now recognize Patrick Seitz all over the place. He's in Xenoblade X, and he's also in Octopath Traveler 1 as one of the main characters. And he's great.
Never do be everywhere.
Yeah, in Xenoblade X, he's a guy named Doug. Doug. And then in Xenoblade, or in Octopath 1, he's Ulbrich. He's the main warrior, who's like one of the presumably title characters. Yeah. And
it's true.
Like I said,
for sure.
It's complicated and a bigger issue than one. I just remember specifically I had a friend complaining about localization and dubbing and subbing, and then brought up this one example, and I was like, that was the worst example you could have mentioned, because that they do a great job.
What was I saying? Fuck, it's about dubs. Chris Sabat's great. Deku is in, the voice actor for Deku is in the Soul Leveling. And he's
Japanese, in English?
In English, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
There is actually, they recently did a Fire Emblem Heroes event where they do these things called Forging Bonds, which are like, here are the 4 new characters, and here's a little mini story for each of those new characters as they arrive in the new world in game. And one of them, the gag didn't quite work because in Japanese, or specifically the story was, they always pick interesting, like, oh, what if this character meets that character? Wouldn't that be interesting? They're from totally different games. the gimmick was in Japanese, all of the characters in the story, all like 9 of them, all had the same voice actor. So the gimmick was that it was like, here's the 9 Fire Emblem characters that this guy voices, and in English they aren't all the same voice actor, so it was kind of lost on it. But they were all like, there's just something about you that just seems familiar.
I wonder if you're gonna enjoy this battle system, because it seems,
I have no idea. It seems interesting.
It's very kind of like not an RTS, but kind of.
Ogre Tactics is the one that's brought up, and that is not a game I've ever played. People are like, if you love Ogre Tactics, you'll love this game, and I'm like, I don't know.
This is Tactics.
Yeah, because it's not grid based. That was the thing that like Fire Emblem is grid based.
But this is Ogre Tactics.
Yeah.
Or Tactics Ogre. This is
yeah, whatever.
But it's Final Fantasy Tactics. But they just did the remaster fairly recently, right? Like Reborn or something like that. That's correct. Yeah, they did this. But this is grid based.
Yeah, and this one isn't. So.
This one is not. So guess we'll see. That's good. The battle seems neat. It's kind of a cool take on that kind of thing. But this is cool. Like the battle cut-ins, like the Fire Emblem style battle cut-ins. These are really pretty. Just play the 8-hour demo.
I know.
8 hours.
Wow. It's like a full your progress. Carries over to the main game.
You should probably do that. If you
I always am wary about demos though, because what stuff maybe isn't in the demo or whatever. The
Bastorias, the Albions, the Elheims, the elf mummies, the Drakenhold, and then the Kingdom of Cornea. Oh, there's all these little characters. Scarlet, cute.
I like Lex too. Lex is cool.
Yeah, he's just the goof knight, you know.
I think Lex is a girl.
Lex is a girl.
What does it say on the little profile about them?
He resolves to join the quest.
Oh, Oh, okay. So he's the Twink Knight. Got it.
Definitely a guy.
No, I thought cute. Based on the eyebrows or the eyelashes, but
cute, except for the heels.
I like Travis as well.
Oh, this is a man, a very flamboyant man.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I like it. It's good.
There's literally
this guy is cool. He has a big old belly. I like him.
In
Chloe.
In Fire Emblem Awakening, there's a character they're like, oh, thank goodness, a cleric. Will you help heal or whatever? And he's like, I'm not a woman.
She?
Oh, Travis is a she?
No.
Okay.
Yana. She actually kind of has small boobies, so you know.
But yeah, this cleric. This guy walks up and he's like, "Oh, he's like, yeah, I worship what's her face, but like, I'm not a cleric. I'm a fighter." And they're like, "Really?" And his whole story revolves around people mistaking him for a woman.
I think
it's really funny. Yeah, he's just like he's got long silken blonde hair, and he is ostensibly like a wandering priest or whatever, but who also fights.
Scarlet's kind of cute. I like she's like a cleric thing.
Yeah, I can't tell if she's a healer or if that looks like a healing staff. I think she's a healer.
I kind of like this whole like she carries this long sword, but it's in a different like pose. Very weird backhand thing.
I like the I don't like she has her one finger out. That's weird. On her on the big art.
Oh yeah. That's kind of strange.
I think that's a little weird, but I do like the almost like Robin Hood kind of vibes of like, yeah. Clive's cool. He's just like Horse Knight, but not old or whatever.
Yeah, not like Joseph.
Yeah. Oh, and Chloe is also. I like Chloe too. She's got like a cool spear.
She seems very generic.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I like said the spear is the thing that adds some flair, but I also appreciate that she's got scale mail.
This is just bonus at the end of the episode.
Yeah, this is whatever. We were talking about this game and then we didn't show it off at all. So,
yeah. But yeah, I'm interested to see how they say it compares to this game, because this is like,
Like the Famitsu review is the one that came out today, and they do 4 separate 0 to 10 ratings, and it got 4 9s out of 10.
Wow. So, I mean, I'm sure it's good. Atlas makes good games, or helps. Well, not. I mean, they're not the sole maker.
This is Vanillaware is the studio run by Atlas or whatever,
but I mean, they have a hand in it, right? What else does Vanillaware do? Odin Sphere. They do Odin Sphere.
Yeah. And apparently some of their games are not very good. I think maybe, I can't remember, one of their games was apparently not received very well.
I mean, this game's apparently, if I remember correctly, is very good. Remember also the Demon Blade? This game is also apparently very well loved. I haven't actually seen this one. Dragon's Crown, pretty decently loved. Not as it's lower than the other ones that it's seen so far. Very much very much a booba game, that's for sure. But it has this aesthetic to it, you know. Yeah, PS3 and Vita. Interesting. Well, I mean, Vanillaware makes good stuff, I guess, so. Who's to say?
Like I said, I'm curious. The only real question is I was also hoping to play Banisher's Ghost of New Eden or whatever. And also I'm playing Plague Tale. So...
I don't know what I'm going to play after SMRPG. I might play Relink. I might play Relink.
I know you will. You'll play Tunic someday and you'll love it and you'll be like, I should have played this sooner, Joe.
But I don't know. I don't know if I want to dig into the grind of Relink.
I don't know how long or grindy that game is. I just don't know.
Very grindy. It's very grindy. But apparently it's very, very fun. And they're adding like a whole new quest system and stuff, or a whole new quest bosses and stuff, because you can do online quest boss fights. So you can do like these big anime fights and stuff, which is cool.
Yep. I've been seeing one of the YouTubers who does a lot of Xenoblade guides.
Yeah, that's the other thing is after Tales of Arise, it's really hard
to do big long games.
Because of how bad the pacing was. But then we played Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 16 had the same problem. Where it had really good pacing up until the very end and it just like front loaded you with all of the side quests and all the shit you could do, and it took several hours to do. I don't know. I kind of want to wait for Granblue to see if they'll give it to me for free through PlayStation Plus, or at least on discount. I don't know if I want to pay full price for it. Basically, where I'm at with that game. There's some other stuff I could be playing. I gotta finish Cult of the Lamb. Because I'm like at the last boss, I think.
Genuinely, Tunic would be a good change of pace because it's not turn-based. It's a little bit more puzzly. It's also not very long. It's like 25, 30 hours tops.
And that's pretty long.
I don't think it's... Let me look up how long to beat. How long to beat Tunic.
I mean,
the official how long to beat is 12 hours.
Oh. That's a lot short.
I say that because I took my time.
When the fuck is Hades 2 coming?
We don't have a date. I think
right?
they said this year. But maybe they backed it up to Q1 25.
Yeah, release date still to be announced. I want this. This is good because it's the end of Princess. It is their first sequel, which is very interesting. See how. But that's gonna be it for us, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on 48 in Titus hours. Yeah, I mean that's probably true. It does take. By the time I actually get to sit down and play games nowadays, it does take. That's gonna be it for us. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate you so much. We'll see you back here next week because we will be here. But the week after that, we will not be. And the week after that, we will not be because I believe you travel right after that. You travel the 25th? No, you travel the 1st.
I travel the 25th.
Oh, you do travel the 25th. Okay.
And next week I'm on call. So next week is one of those, we did this once before where like we're going to try, but also I may have to disappear if I get unlucky.
We'll be doing some side quest stuff, so it's a little
it would be fine.
More casual.
Yeah.
So we'll be here next week. We will not be here the 18th because I'm traveling, and then we will not be here the 25th because Joe's traveling.
Yes.
Maybe we'll sneak a recording in there somewhere, but just consider it like midweek break or spring break for us because I'll have to travel for work and then Joe's vacation.
Yep.
What? Thank you so much, YouTube. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.